Hi, I'm Karen. Welcome to my channel. Have you ever heard the term bead soup? If you haven't, stay tuned and I'll show you what it is and what I do with it. So let's go get started. So what is bead soup? Well, when I'm cleaning up my work area, I take just whatever random beads are laying around and I throw them all in a baggie. So this is my bead soup. Let's dump it out and see what we can make today. So right off, I'm seeing pearls, which I love pearls. So I'm going to go ahead and pick out a bunch of the pearls that are in this bead soup, and I'm going to see what all we have and how many different sizes we have and see what we can make. Okay, so I've separated out all my pearls, and it looks like we have some maybe 4mm, 6mm, and I believe these are 10mm for the biggest ones. We'll probably end up making a necklace just because of how many we have. And so let's get started. I like gold with pearls, so I pulled some of my small bead caps, and we'll see which of these pearls work with that. And also some 22 gauge wire. I like to use 22 gauge just because I'll probably be wire wrapping these and my hands aren't very strong, so I'll have to use pliers. I also pulled a little bit of delicate gold chain. I'm not sure we'll use it, but we'll just have to see. Now I'll probably end up wire wrapping since I'm using bead caps. If I don't use the bead caps on either side of the bead, there'll be too much wiggle room and the bead caps won't be snug against the bead. Here I'm doing kind of a test fit with my bead caps and my beads. I like kind of a smaller bead cap on my beads just so you can see more of the bead. You can of course use a larger one if you want. So to make our wire wrap loop, we're going to go ahead and take my wubbers, which are my absolute favorite pliers for this. They make all my loops on the ends all the same size, and I just roll it around and then do what's called breaking the neck, which gives it a nice little bend right at the end and makes it look nice and round. And then I wrap the wire around 2 to 2.5 times. It really doesn't need to be wrapped more than that because that's more than secure. So I'm putting my beads on, and when I get the last one on, then I will use my wubbers again and place them just above the top bead cap. That will allow me to wrap my wire around, but as you can see here, my wire is too far away from the bead caps, so I have to roll my pliers a little bit more. And now when I finish wrapping, you'll see it snugs up nice and tight to the bead cap. And here you can see as I'm wrapping, it's actually snugging down closer to the top of the bead cap, and it's making it so it won't move. There's no play in it whatsoever. Then I clip the end, and after I tuck the wires in, we're done. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish making all these links, and I'll come right back. So I've made 26 of these links. This is 13, and when I measure them with my tape measure, it comes out to about 9 inches, and so that will be around 18 inches total for my length. I generally like my necklaces around 20 inches. When I put the small jump rings in between each of those links, they won't really add anything to the length just because they're so small. Now let me go ahead and hook all of these together with jump rings, and I'll be right back. So as you can see, I got all of my necklace put together, and I did not use the big pearls. I like the size of this because it's so delicate. Now all I need to do is put my lobster clasp on and my extender chain with the beaded dangle, which I would normally put the lobster clasp on the right side since most people are right-handed, but with this particular necklace, because there's really no front or back, it doesn't really matter. So I just put a jump ring on and slide the lobster clasp on and close the jump ring, and that's all for that end. For my extender chain and my beaded dangle, I made the start of a loop, but I left a little space so that I can slide it into the chain. This will be secure because it will be wire wrapped, and so it won't come off. The chain also has soldered links, so they won't come open. And I just take my pliers, slide the bead cap down, finish the wire wrap, and then after I trim it and tuck the ends, I'll just open a jump ring, put on the other end of the necklace, and slide the extender on and close it. So here we have our finished necklace. It turned out to be almost exactly 20 inches long with the extender chain. And this is one way that you can have fun and challenge yourself to use the things that you already have that are in your bead soup. Thank you for watching.